Sunday afternoon baseball on the show as we welcome you inside Fenway Park in Boston. Today, the finale of this three-game weekend series between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Boston Red Sox. The Rays are riding an 8-game win streak. They'll try to run it to 9 next. Drew Pomerantz, a southpaw from Tennessee, is the man on the mound. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Drew Pomerantz, better known for that big overhand curveball that he has. A good fastball, not a great fastball. 91 to 93. Curveball is his best pitch. He will mix in an occasional changeup.
Digging in, Yasmani Tomas. He will lead this one off today.
Leading off the afternoon for Tampa Bay, left fielder, Yasmani Tomas.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Popped him up. Bogarts is there. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Time now for a look at the Rays starting 9. What do you think they need to do to keep the winning streak a-rolling, D-Row?
Matty, this lineup is built on one thing, and that's moving the ball over the fence. This is a station-to-station team. Not a lot of speed in this lineup, but they don't need much speed when they're moving traffic to both gaps.
Standing in, Kevin Kiermaier. In prior matchups against Drew Pomerantz, he's got 2 hits in 16 tries. He's also been a strikeout victim 6 times. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. That's smoked, but right into the shift. On to Moreland, and that's in time for the second out.
Batting third, right fielder.
Up next for the Rays, Stephen Piscotty. He's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Ranging back is Bradley to the track, and it's off the Green Monster. And he is into third with a 2-out triple.
This thing had a chance to get out of here as it headed deep to left center, but it stays in the park, banging high off the wall. The runner has the play in front of him, so he sees they're going to have some trouble getting it back in, and he motors round second into third for the triple.
And here to hit now is Matt Reynolds. Swung on and hit pretty well out to deep left field. Not quite out of here as it's off the monster. Throw to second, but he's in there as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play.
Man, he might have slept on the wrong side of the bed or something last night. He's given up a double and a triple in the first inning, and he looks shaky at best.
Here's Starlin Castro. Now a swing, and he pops him up. Right up the chute. This may be tough behind the plate. And he will indeed make the play in foul territory to retire the side. A run for the Rays thanks to the RBI double. Bottom of the first coming up. Tampa Bay's out to a 1-0 lead. Vince Velasquez will be the starter for the Rays in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Boy, he was awfully good in his last one, only allowing 2 hits and pitching deep into the game in his last start to pick up the win. It'll be interesting to see if he can do that in back-to-back outings.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the Red Sox, the shortstop, number 72, Xander.
First delivery to him on the way. Swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball. And guys, the Rays, as they begin play here this afternoon, they come in unbeaten and playing well here in the early going.
I'm super excited, Matty, to watch this team play today because it's rare. You don't see many teams rattle off 8 wins in a row like they have. It's all working for them right now, and I'm super excited to watch them take the field today.
Piscotty's there for it. He's got it 1 away. With that, here's how the hometown Red Sox line up in this one. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Well, I'm definitely excited to watch Rafael Devers in this one. He's certainly a guy to watch out there in this lineup. Everything he does makes them click. When he's swinging the bat, well, they just go.
So the base is empty here with one away, and that'll bring up the former MVP second baseman Dustin Pedroia. Here comes the first pitch. A cold strike on the inside corner.
That's why this guy is great. Never misses over the heart of the plate. He's got electric stuff, but pinpoint control to all four quadrants.
And there is our officiating crew in this one, calling balls and strikes, Mr. Freddie Ferguson.
Hey, D-Row, you better be ready to swing, particularly at that low pitch. Freddie Ferguson, low ball umpire.
Yeah, it makes it tough on the offense. I was a guy who liked the low ball, but then usually guys are susceptible to that slider in the dirt. You have to see the ball up, and this guy doesn't give you a chance.
In there for strike one. His lifetime line against Velasquez, he's gone 2 for 6. He also has 1 home run. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
Let's see if he continues to climb that ladder, or does he try and get him fishing on something bouncing in the dirt.
Throws him for strike 3, and that retires the side. Down in order go the Red Sox. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Digging in, Roberto Perez. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Here's a swing and a long drive high in the air and deep to center field. Not quite out of here. It's off the out-of-town scoreboard. And he'll make it in safely as he kicks off the second with a leadoff triple.
Anytime the ball is hit that hard to deep center, you know it's going to be a tough play. The center fielder gives chase, but it ends up coming off the wall, and by that time, you knew it was going to be a triple.
Here's Hanley Ramirez.
As he'll swing and hit this one hard, but foul off to the left and out of play.
Well, these Red Sox entering play here this afternoon. They continue to fall on hard times, losing again last time out, and that makes 7 losses in their last 8 games.
Yeah, Matty, this team is taking it on the chin.
There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no doubt home run. It's a 2-run shot for Hanley Ramirez. 4th home run here in the early going as the Rays have opened up a 3-0 lead.
Boy, talk about when you're hot, you're hot. Hits 2 bombs yesterday and another long bomb so far today. When this guy gets hot, he's near impossible to stop. I'm not giving this guy a pitch anywhere close to hit.
Here's the Panda now, Pablo Sandoval. In prior matchups against Drew Pomeranz, 2 hits in 7 tries. He's taken him deep once. Here comes the first pitch. Grounder down the line at third. This is foul for the first strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Hit in the air out to center field. Bradley is there. And that's the first out of the inning.
So here's how the Bo Sox are positioning themselves defensively. And let me tell you about Mitch Moreland. We get it. Big, nasty, left-handed swinging first baseman. But if you were to rate the top defenders at that position, you wouldn't necessarily think of Mitch's name at the top. But I'm telling you what, he's exactly that. His buddies love the way he picks them out of the dirt.
Stepping into the box, Clint Frazier. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Popped him up. Devers in foul ground. And that's the second out of the inning.
Now batting, left fielder.
So striding forward now, Yusmani Tomas. 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch of the at-bat. Here's a high pop-up. And Pedroia will make the catch, and the inning is over. Rays get a couple as you take another look at the two-run home run. We'll go to the bottom of the second. It's now 3-0 Tampa. Here's Mookie Betts. His lifetime line against Velasquez. He's just 1 for 6.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs. But it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a neck-high fastball that time.
Love jumping out to an early 3-0 lead, but this game is far from over. A lot of innings left to be played. He's going to have to continue to execute out on that mound.
1 ball, 1 strike the count. The 1-1 is a slider taken for a ball. Takes a high fastball for a strike. The 2-2. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Okay, here's how the Rays set up on defense today. And guys, the things I want you to focus on today, one of them being this manager loves to shift. He has the pitching staff to trust to be able to manipulate his defense to try and get as many outs and play the numbers as much as he can.
Set to get his day started, Andrew Benintendi, and it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. And that misses for ball 1.
Really high curveball right there, struggling with the release point. That's the key to the curveball, figuring out and finding that release point.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. That fastball was a lively one. You could hear the pop of the glove all the way up here.
Yeah, nothing better, huh, guys? I guess maybe the crack of the bat, but I'm not as partial to that as most people. He looks good and loose out there to start this one.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
First delivery to him on the way. That was a curveball that never really broke, stayed high. Breaking ball in for a strike.
Hey, he's not going to get away with that all day. He's got to find a way to get on top of that ball and bury it.
Now he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. Ramirez is over now, and he's got it for route number 2.
Batting 7.
Rafael Devers the next to bat. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And a breaking ball stays outside.
He still might be looking for that release point on that curveball early in this outing. That one looked like it popped out of his hand behind his ear instead of out front. We'll see if he finds that pitch because it'll be important for him.
Throw over to the bag, and he'll get back in standing. Benintendi leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball. 2-2.
Get it ready, big boy. This guy's throwing 3 digits right here. The best way I can help the fans is 90 to 92. You can usually see seams. 92 to 95, it starts to really quicken up on you. Over 3 digits, you're seeing a white blur.
Kiermaier is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Red Sox leave 1. They trail in this one 3-0. Matt Vasgersian back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac as Kevin Kiermaier settles in. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And it's gone as they add still another. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. 12 home runs for him now thus far. And the Rays have opened it up even further now. It's 4-0.
Well, in just a little more than 2 innings of work, he's given up 2 homers. Could be just one of those games for him. We'll see how much rope they give him. It's definitely getting shorter at the moment.
Now batting, right fielder.
Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. As he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. Here's the pitch. Swing, and this is also hit well out to deep center, and it bangs off the monster.
Around second now, and they still haven't flagged this one down.
And he'll keep it rolling here as he's got himself a triple.
Wow, he's getting his daily conditioning in during the game. That's his second triple, so obviously he's seeing the ball great, and he's showing he knows how to motor around the bases just fine.
Stepping in now, Matt Reynolds. Popped him up. Pedroia shading to his right. Makes the play, 1 away.
Now batting.
So striding in, Starlin Castro. His last at bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. He's set, and the pitch. There's a swing, and he sends the ball high in the air into left field. Benintendi ranging back. It bangs off the billboard, and it's out of here. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. 6th home run on the season for him. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
Wow, nothing more demoralizing than giving up 3 home runs in the first 3 innings of a game. There's having a guy's number, and then there's absolutely owning him. This could be the latter.
The catcher, number 55.
Into the box, Roberto Perez. Swing and a long drive again. This one to deep center. And, oh, he missed a home run by a matter of feet. It's off the wall. And he's in there at third with a 1-out triple.
Yeah, and he's the type of player that's thinking triple as soon as he hit it to the outfield. Pretty elite speed on display here as he rockets around second. Would have taken a perfect play and relay to even have a chance to throw him out here.
Into the box now, Hanley Ramirez. Fly ball out toward left center field. The catch is made deep in the alley, and here comes the runner from third. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run's in to score from third. It's 7-0.
Usually when you score a lot of runs in one inning, like this inning, you're doing a lot of things right. And how about this? A sac fly to drive in another run. They have to be happy with this.
So 2 are gone here in the Tampa Bay 3rd inning. And standing in now, the versatile Pablo Sandoval. First offering on its way. Lifted into the air out towards center field. Bradley is there. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So 4 runs in the inning, and they come on the strength of the 2 big flies. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Rays 7 and the Red Sox nothing. Coming to the plate now, Blake Swihart, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
That's straight smoke at 99, guys. It's almost unfair.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Batting ninth.
If you've got a good fastball going and they're not handling, keep throwing it. Right there, 3 fastballs in a row. He gone.
Here's Jackie Bradley now. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. And he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. That's lifted the other way out to left. Moving under it, Tomas. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
The shortstop, number 2, Xander Bogaerts.
Digging in to try it again, Xander Bogaerts. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. Here it comes. Fouled away. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway.
Not too often you see a changeup come across at 88 miles an hour on the gun. Still effective when you're throwing a fastball in the high 90s, though.
1-2 to the Boston shortstop. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. They need to get something cooking here. It's 7-0. Joe Kelly answers the call from the pen here in the 4th, as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter.
Kelly.
Into the box now, Clint Frazier, 0 for 1 after a pop out in foul territory his first time through.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down, because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Here's a fly ball, well hit. Bradley on the run. He's there and records the first out. And there are the final numbers for the Boston starter. Not the day he was hoping for when he took the mound. Ready once again, Yasmani Tomas. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat. First pitch on its way. In the air to straightaway right. Betts back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone.
Center fielder.
Standing in, Kevin Kiermaier, 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far.
We all know this guy's a real good fastball hitter. We saw how far he could hit one. He got a fastball that he liked, and he turned that thing around, and it got out of here in a hurry.
First pitch coming. Here it is. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Betts looking up. And it's gone. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His second of the game, as they've widened this lead to 8 now. Well, they've got the elevate and celebrate thing working in this one, guys. That was their 4th big fly of the game.
Dero, I don't know what you think, but this is one of those cases where I think the hitters right now, they must be seeing beach balls up there right now, with 4 bombs already in this one.
Yeah, this lineup from top to bottom has power just oozing out of it, and this guy's missing over the...
Now that ball is smoked, carrying to deep left. Gone! Back-to-back jacks on back-to-back pitches. It's a solo shot here for Stephen Piscotty, number 11 for him on the season, as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now.
Now batting, second baseman, Matt Reynolds.
And here to hit now is Matt Reynolds. Oh, could it be 3 in a row? Ranging back is Bradley. On the warning track, he makes the catch. So 2 runs come across here, both coming via the solo home run. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. Tampa Bay leads this one 9-0. At the plate, Dustin Pedroia comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Second baseman, Dustin
First
Pedroia.
pitch on its way. And a fastball just a bit up. Missed with a breaking ball.
Looked like he was trying to work in a front door curveball there, but it seemed like it popped out of his hand a little early, causing it to miss inside.
Got himself a 2-0 fastball there, but he couldn't connect. 2-1. A little too tall that time. 3-1 now.
Great AB so far. I'd really like to see this guy work a walk and get on base for this team. Maybe give them a shot of confidence that they got a shot to get back in this one.
And that misses for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the 4th.
This is only their second base runner of the game after that earlier hit. Tough to score when you don't have anyone on base, so we'll see if they can get something going here.
Now at the plate, J.D. Martinez. He got called out on strikes his last time through. No balls and a strike to count.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
Piscotty will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first. So here's the cleanup hitter, Mookie Betts. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
Hey, if these guys are going to have any chance in this one, they are going to have to set their sights a little lower. You cannot expect to get the barrel of the bat to that baseball. That is entirely too high.
Fouled off. Here's the 0-2. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball.
You know, Matty, I'm not surprised by that pitch. Raise the eye level a little bit. Maybe we get something bouncing in the dirt right here.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Pedroia leads off first with 1 away. Into the corner and slicing foul. That misses, and it's going to set up a big pitch now. 3-2.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
Leaning, and he makes the catch. Oh, he took it right out of the dugout for the second out. Wow.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. And he'll avoid the fragments out there to make the catch that ends the inning. 1 left for the Red Sox. They're looking up at a 9-0 deficit. Here's Starlin Castro.
Leading off with the rain.
Goes to show you how strong this guy is. That wasn't a bad breaking ball that he hit for a home run in that last at bat. That ball was down and away. He went out and hooked it and pulled it. This guy's definitely a good hitter.
High and deep to right center. Bradley will back up and put this away for a long out number 1.
Roberto Perez.
Digging in and looking for more, Roberto Perez. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. This is hit high in the air out toward left center.
Waiting on it is Benintendi.
And that's the second out of the inning.
The batter.
Striding in once again, Hanley Ramirez earned himself an RBI with a sac fly his last time at the plate. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And it's fouled away. 2 out, nobody on. Hanley swings and sends it to deep left. On to Lansdowne and gone. It's a solo shot for Hanley Ramirez. His second home run of the game as they just continue to pour it on here.
It's getting pretty comical now. Their 6th home run of the game, and they're not done yet. They say hitting is contagious, and apparently that applies to the long ball. It's looking like batting practice out there.
The batter number 40,
Here's the Panda now. Pablo hit sharply toward the right side, and he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Rays tack on one more thanks to the solo home run. Middle of the afternoon here at Fenway. It's the Rays 10 and the Red Sox nothing. Here's the first baseman now, Mitch Moreland. He leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
Gone. He finds the short porch for a home run. Mitch Moreland with a solo home run. First home run of the campaign for him, but they're going to need a few more here as they're still well behind. Rafael Devers, the next to bat.
third baseman.
As he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball, 0-1. First at bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. No plate discipline that time, and he's in the hole now, 0-2. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Every pitcher gives up home runs, some more than others, but the best ones forget about them as soon as the next guy digs into the batter's box. He showed me a lot right there by going after the next hitter and striking him out on only 3 pitches.
In now, Blake Swihart. Popped him up. Ramirez takes charge out there, and he stays with it for the second out.
Now batting, center fielder, Jackie.
Now in the box, Jackie Bradley Jr. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And that's in there for strike 1. And Bradley swings and misses at that offering, and he's deep in the hole, 0-2.
Hey, nice job of bouncing back after the leadoff homer. 2 quick outs after the ball.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. The Red Sox do pick up a run on the solo shot. Through 5 innings, it's now 10-1. Now at the plate, Clint Frazier. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead.
Clint Frazier.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Hard hit at third. Devers gloves it. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Now batting, left fielder, Yasmani.
Here's Yasmani Tomas. He's 0 for 3 so far, so he hasn't done much to help at the top of the lineup. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he fouls this one off. Here's the 0-1 pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Bradley is there, and he makes the catch for the second out. Kevin Kiermaier will stand in looking for home run number 3 as we take you back to inning number 4. And this was his second home run of the game as he's been dialed in so far in this one. From the stretch. High in the air out towards shallow right. And Pedroia will make the catch and the inning is over. Little resistance there as the Rays are down on 4 pitches. They hang on to their 10-1 lead. Here's Xander Bogaerts now. He'll start the inning, and we're back to the top of the order, but they haven't looked too dangerous in this one yet, right, guys?
Well, none of them have any hits yet, so you're right on the money. They've done a great job of holding these guys down so far.
Another opportunity for him here, so we'll see if anything changes.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse, and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
Behind 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, Matt. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. Right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench.
One away, and here's the 2008 AL MVP, Dustin Pedroia. Here comes the first pitch. A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball. A fastball right down the middle for a strike.
This is one of the things that makes him so effective as a pitcher. Able to pound the zone with all different options.
And a good curveball there, but he wouldn't bite. It's 1-2.
That turns out to be a good take on that front door breaking ball, but you have to wonder if that pitch buckled him at all. That was really close to clipping the inside corner.
Piscotty on his horse. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now. Now the Red Sox DH, J.D. Martinez. He's hitless in the game, as is much of the rest of his team. One run, 2 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. A ball and a strike.
These guys have got to be frustrated as an offensive unit so far in this one. They haven't been able to crack the code on their opponent, but it's not like they're getting great pitches to hit either. This starter has kept the ball on the corners of the zone all game long.
Swung on and hit pretty well out to deep left field. But it bangs off the out-of-town scoreboard. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
When you're struggling as a team to put the ball in play, every base hit is welcome, but a double will really help wake everyone up. That's just their 3rd hit of the game, but it's a good one.
Here's Mookie Betts, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. In there, no balls and a strike.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Danger averted following the 2-out double. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball after this. Welcome back to Fenway Park here in the great city of Boston. This one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. Stephen Wright enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit, trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far. And now pitch on the way. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Here's a high pop-up. Devers over to his left. Makes the play, 1 away.
The batter, number 19.
Now to the plate, Matt Reynolds. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. Belted high in the air out to left. Benintendi racing back, and goodbye. This one ain't coming back. A solo shot here to left. 12 home runs for him now thus far, as this lead got even wider. So batting practice continues here today as they notch their 7th home run of the game.
Yeah, Matty V. Well, D-Row, you kind of expect a high-scoring game with that green monster here at Fenway.
Yeah, it changes your whole mindset. Right center's out of the equation. Dead right field's out of the equation. Goes to 380 at its deepest part. Unless you want to hit one down to pesky pole, you're looking to pepper that green monster.
On to Moreland, and that's in time for the second out.
I'm no hitting coach, but I know they always preach, if you're going to swing, swing! Second guessed himself on that one.
Standing in now, Roberto Perez. Now a swing and a deep drive to left, and it ain't coming back. Gone over the monster and out onto Lansdowne Street. A solo shot here to left. 8th home run on the season for him as the blowout continues.
Now batting.
Here's Hanley Ramirez.
Hanley Ramirez.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And that is off the wall. Ramirez will head for second. And he is into second base with a double. His 3rd hit this afternoon.
When you play with fire, you have to expect to get burned once in a while. He's about as hot as you can get right now. They continue to pitch to him, and he continues to make them pay. Nice double off the wall here.
Here's the Panda now, Pablo Sandoval, as he'll watch a knuckleball that finds the zone for strike 1. Ramirez at second with 2 down. Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 call.
When I see guys check swinging, they're not seeing the baseball. They're not picking it up. You got to take a step back. The only thing you tell yourself in this situation is do not move your head.
Started to go around, but it's a called 3rd strike anyway, and that will retire the side. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. Get up and stretch here at Fenway. The Rays are out in front, 12-1. Jose Ramirez will come on in relief as he'll make his 2nd appearance of the season so far.
Jose Ramirez.
The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. A hit in 2 tries for him so far.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle.
High in the air and deep to left center field. But that'll hit off the wall in left center. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
sometimes when a reliever comes in the game, he wants to get that first strike so bad that he serves one up, and that's exactly what happens here. The first batter he faces just rockets one off the wall, and now he's got to worry about another base hit, potentially bringing home a run.
He's set. Here it comes. Belt high and right down the middle for a strike.
Sometimes you can get away with a pitch in that location when you're running it up there that hard, but not consistently. You still have to work the edges of the zone most of the time.
Ramirez. It's pretty much a manager's dream coming out of the bullpen. High strikeouts, doesn't walk a lot of batters, usually a recipe for a lot of success.
Oh, that's one of the keys. I think if you were to build the perfect relief pitcher, you'd want a guy that throws a lot of strikes, that minimizes the base on balls, and nobody does it as good as this guy does right now in the game of baseball.
Rafael Devers the next to bat, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Right on the corner, a fastball that he takes for a strike. Ready with the 0-2. And here's a changeup in there for a called third strike, and that's the second out of the inning. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the second time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. And a whiff at a good slider that time. And he chased up and out of the zone, a swing and a miss.
I try and tell people all the time, you're facing 90 to 92, 94. You can still see seams. It starts getting above 94. It starts to blur itself a little bit.
And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. And it would have been trouble, but a great job there to pull this one in on a dead run. And that ends the inning. Standing in, Clint Frazier. He was a ground out victim last time up.
Clint Frazier.
First offering on its way. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. Gone to lead off the inning. A solo shot that time for Clint Frazier. Home run number 5 on the year as they just continue to pour it on here. Here's Yasmani Tomas.
Yasmani Tomas.
Now this ball's hit out to deep left center. Ranging back is Bradley, and just short of a home run, this ball's off the wall. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out. Man, I thought for sure we were going to see back-to-back jacks right there.
Well, when you serve up pitches like that, Matty, you know these hitters are going to put some good swings on them. And that's what happens here as he blasts this thing. The last 2 hitters have really set the stage.
Yeah, so now we'll see if the next guy can keep this train rolling. Standing in, Kevin Kiermaier. Fouled away. 2 home runs already to his name in this one, and we'll see if he could possibly strike again. Not fooled there as this ball's hammered out to deep right field. A leap, but this is out of reach and off the wall. Tomas rounds the corner and is headed home. He will score as they extend their lead even further.
I mean, that had to feel good right there, Dan. That's his 3rd RBI of the game and extends his team's lead. They might have this one locked up.
Boy, I tell you, those are always big, those add-on insurance runs. Big RBI right there for a little bit more breathing room.
Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. He's short, hit hard. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
2 runs already home, and now you can make it 3. Good job right there of keeping it simple and putting the ball in play.
And here to hit now is Matt Reynolds. He's homered and doubled in 4 trips, so he's definitely been a factor.
The last at bat, Matty V, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
And this is a fair ball as it makes its way out toward the monster. And that is where the wheels pay off as he's able to make it into second with a hustle double.
And he just blasts this thing down the left field line. I thought it might bend foul, but it lands just inside the chalk, and he's able to leg it out for a double. Good looking swing.
Here's Starlin Castro. He grounds it sharply to third. Devers fields it cleanly, and there are 2 away now. Digging in once again, Roberto Perez comes into this at-bat looking to add to his 10 total bases in this one.
Well, Matt, this is one of the problems. This guy's a good fastball, particularly low fastball hitter. It doesn't matter how hard or how low you throw it. That's right into this wheelhouse. What you want to do with this guy is move the ball from the belt up to get him to chase something that maybe he'll pop up in the infield.
Bradley will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The Rays are in front, 15-1. Here's Jackie Bradley now. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
When a guy's featuring big-time velocity like this, you have to be on the fastball. It's your only chance. You'll tip your hat on some nasty off-speed stuff, but you gotta be ready for the heater.
Fouled off.
Batter's gonna have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Jackie Bradley Jr. is sent packing to begin the bottom of the inning.
This has not been a weekend to remember for him. He's just been completely lost at the plate, flailing all over the place. Now that's his 6th strikeout of the series. They've really got him figured out.
Way late on the fastball for strike 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Popped him up. Heading after it is Piscotty, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. 1 run, 4 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. Take something off, but it's 1-2 now.
As a hitter, you got to be staunch in your game plan. You know he has a nasty changeup, and you got to fight to make sure it's in the zone. That's a great take right there.
So he sets him down swinging. Xander Bogaerts takes the hat trick with his 3rd strikeout of the night.
Well, we'll see a lot of these power arms coming out of the bullpen in these days, but it doesn't make it any less impressive to me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke right by guys.
And the pitch. In there, and it's 0-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And Pedroia behind 0-2 now.
So 2 pitches in a row on the outside corner for strikes. You think he stays out there?
I think he does.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. Stepping into the box, Hanley Ramirez. 2 home runs and a double to his credit thus far. First pitch on its way. Oh, and this ball is absolutely blasted high and deep. out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. So a solo shot down the line in left. His third home run of the ball game as this lead got even wider.
Well, talk about having a day. 3 home runs in one game. We've heard about the hat trick in hockey, but it's awfully hard to do that in a baseball game.
Matt Barnes comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
Barnes.
Into the box, Pablo Sandoval. As he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. As we head toward a conclusion in this one, I think it's fair to say that it's going to be a long time before you see a team perform like this again at the plate.
Yeah, the ability of this lineup to hit that many home runs, I mean, strewn throughout the line, it screams to the modern day of baseball. The 3 true outcomes. These guys aren't worried about hitting singles. They're trying to stop traffic over that fence.
D-Roy, it can't be better said. I think the day and age right now for pitchers is you have to approach just about every pitch like it's a 2-strike pitch. No get me over curveballs, no get me over changeups. Every pitch has to be thrown with a purpose.
Stepping in now, Clint Frazier. High and deep to center field. Looking up is Bradley. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. So it's a solo shot to dead center, his second of the game, as the blowout continues.
I know he's a confident pitcher, but there's a difference between being confident and downright foolish. He just offered one of the most dangerous hitters in the lineup a straight heater, and it cost him big time.
Now batting, left fielder, Yasmani.
Into the box now, Yasmani Tomas. As he will swing and miss at a breaking pitch on the outer half. It's 0-1. And looking to improve on a 1-for-5 effort so far. Comes set and the 0-1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Betts has a read on it. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. So digging in now, Kevin Kiermaier. And if you remember, I'm sure he does, he hit a round tripper back in the 4th. First delivery to him on the way. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. The 0-1 on its way. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Maybe not, as this stays up in the air long enough to be hauled in out there. False alarm, and that ends the inning. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. On now to the bottom of inning number 9. Tampa Bay leads this one 17-1. Raisel Iglesias takes the mound here. Not a save situation, of course, because of the big lead, but he'll try to finish it out nonetheless. Here's J.D. Martinez starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Behind 0-2 now. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Popped him up. And he'll indeed make the play in foul territory for the first out.
Now batting, right fielder.
Here's Mookie Betts. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. Here comes the first pitch. Very weakly on the ground. That's a foul ball. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Lays off the sinker here, a ball and a strike. Ready on 1 and 2. Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. It might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead he gets the fastball way late. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
Standing in now, Andrew Benintendi. As the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Swing and a miss, and they're up against it now as they're down to their final strike of the afternoon. Last strike now for the Red Sox. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Here's a high pop-up. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Man, they're making it look awful easy out there. That's 9 wins in a row. That's right, 9 wins in a row. And by the way they're playing, I see no reason why this streak is going to end anytime soon. They're just playing great baseball.
17-1 the final today. Tampa Bay jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Vince Velasquez earns the win, his 2nd. Drew Pomeranz allowed 7 earned runs to cross the plate in the losing effort. So that just about does it. Dan Plesac and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com.
Time.
It's Monday morning and welcome to Inside the Show. Starting in the AL East, Hanley Ramirez had a day to remember with 3 home runs totaling 5 RBIs, leading Tampa Bay over the Red Sox 17-1. They continue to win as they now have 9 straight. In other Rays news, the club has made a trade in which they'll receive second baseman Ronald Torreyes from the New York Yankees. And in return, they'll send relief pitcher Jose Alvarado, according to confirmed sources. In the standings, the Red Sox are in last place in the AL East, and the Rays are atop the division. The New York Yankees launched 3 home runs as they got the win in extra innings over the Orioles 6-5. As of right now, the Yankees sit in second place in the American League East Division, and the Orioles are 4th in the division. Carlos Perez plated 3 runs on the day, helping the Rangers push past the Blue Jays 6-5. As of today, the Rangers sit in last place in the American League West Division, and the Blue Jays are in second place in the AL East. The Chicago White Sox defeated the visiting Tigers 4-3. At the start of the day, the White Sox are in second place in the AL Central, while the Tigers are at the bottom of the division. The Indians got 18 hits as they dethroned the Royals 13-3. In the standings, the Indians are sitting atop the AL Central, and the Royals are 4th in the division. The Twins totaled 11 hits as they took down the visiting Mariners 5-2. Entering the day's action, the Twins sit in 3rd place in the American League Central, while the Mariners are in 4th place in the AL West. The Angels totaled 13 hits as a team as they grabbed the win against the visiting Athletics 9-8. Heading into the day, the Angels are in 3rd place in the AL West, and the Athletics are 2nd in the division. Hunter Wood twirled a dominating complete game shutout on the mound as the Padres took care of Houston 1-0. As of today, the Astros are atop the American League West, and the Padres are in 3rd place in the NL West. The Washington Nationals grabbed the extra innings win over the Mets 4-3. At the start of the day, the Nationals sit in 1st place in the National League East Division, and the Mets are 3rd in the division. The Marlins put together 10 total hits as they got the best of the Phillies in Citizens Bank Park 6-4. Entering the day's action, the Phillies sit in 3rd place in the National League East Division, and the Marlins are 2nd in the division. The Chicago Cubs only allowed 2 hits in the game as they took a victory against the Brewers in Milwaukee 6-3. Heading into the day, the Brewers are in 4th place in the NL Central, and the Cubs are 2nd in the division. The Cincinnati Reds knocked out 10 hits as a team as they defeated the Pirates at PNC Park 9-0. As of right now, the Pirates are in 3rd place in the NL Central, and the Reds are at the bottom of the division. The Cardinals completed a short 2-game sweep as they took down the visiting Diamondbacks 11-2. The win was their 5th straight as a team. At the start of the day, the Cardinals are in 1st place in the NL Central, and the Diamondbacks are in last place in the NL West. The Colorado Rockies took down the visiting Braves 4-2. In the standings, the Rockies are atop the NL West, while the Braves are in 3rd place in the NL East. Gregor Blanco swung the bat well with 3 hits as the Giants defeated their rival Dodgers 5-1. As of today, the Giants sit in 2nd place in the National League West Division, while the Dodgers are 3rd in the division. And that's what's going on around baseball heading into today's action. Join us again tomorrow for more updates from around Major League Baseball.
From the south side of Chicago, welcome to the home of the White Sox, Guaranteed Rate Field. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Chicago White Sox. The Rays find themselves on an impressive 9-game winning streak. They'll try to push it into double digits next. James Shields will be on the mound for the series opener. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, it's not a good thing when you give up 6 earned runs. You kind of put your team behind the 8 ball. It's tough to win when your team has to score at least 6 just to tie. This guy's a much better pitcher than he was in his last one, and he's going to have to be if they expect to win this game here.
Here's Jason Worth. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
The left fielder, number 30, Jason Worth.
First pitch of the at-bat. Oh, this ball is hammered to deep center field. Into the shrubbery and gone. A solo home run for Jason Worth. Home run number 9 on the year as the Rays move out on top 1-0.
You talk about starting a game off quick. We couldn't even get the lineup cards in yet, and this guy's already going deep.
Batting second.
In now, Jose Bautista. Grounded down the third baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. There's no question that these guys have been having a good year so far, but they've been on a real tear lately. Dan Dero, what's been working so well for this team recently?
Everything, Matty. Offense, defense, great starting pitching, a nasty bullpen. I want to be on their roster right now. I think I'm going to go down next managerial interview we got and tell them I want to be on the roster.
And here's the starting lineup for the visiting Tampa Bay Rays. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, there's only a few guys that can swing it and flip it, like Joey Bats, Jose Bautista. He's coming off a big performance, 3 home runs. You start trying to figure out how you pitch around him. When you start hitting 3 home runs in a game, you start getting attention real quick.
First pitch on its way. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And gone. An absolute bomb. A solo shot here for Pablo Sandoval. Number 10 for him on the year as the Rays move in front now 2-0.
Boy, not the way you'd like to start a game, right? First inning, you come in, you give up 2 home runs. We'll see if he can regroup right here. It's not easy to sometimes come back from that.
Here's Starlin Castro.
Starlin Castro.
Line drive snagged on a short hop.
Throw just does get him at first as he was really moving that time.
Batting fifth, the right fielder, number 2, Chris.
Here's Chris Davis now. He comes in after a day of rest yesterday, so we'll see if it did him any good. Outfield shaded a bit to left center, the first pitch. Davis connects and sends it to deep left field. Delmonico looks up. And it's gone as they add still another. A solo shot here to left, number 148 for his career, as the Rays have opened up a 3-0 lead.
Well, when a manager talks about hitting being contagious, that is exactly what we're talking about. One guy tees off, and the guy behind him starts to feel a little bit more confident, a little bit more focused. The next thing you know, you've got 3 home runs in an inning, and your entire offense is off and running.
Stepping in now, JT Realmuto,
as he'll send a ground ball down to third.
Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So they get 3 runs here, all coming via solo home runs. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. The Rays lead it 3-0. Daniel Norris is ready to go as he'll be on the hill for Tampa Bay. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Boy, was he super good in his last one, a complete game shutout, a true gem. He certainly would like to repeat that performance here.
So here is Avisail Garcia. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the White Sox, right fielder, Avisail Garcia.
Here comes the pitch for Garcia. Popped him up. Castro has a play. 1 down. Time now to check the starting lineup card for the Chi Sox in this one. Danny, any thoughts?
You know, I'm really impressed with Yoan Moncada. He doesn't let the pressure of the big moment get to him. I love watching this guy hit in clutch situations. It's like he takes a deep breath and everything stops in front of him. He plays like the Zen man.
And that'll bring up the shortstop, Tim Anderson. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Here's the first pitch to him. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. Dan Dero, we take a look at the Rays entering play here tonight. They come in unbeaten and playing well here in the early going.
Matty, you have a chance to win 9 ball games in a row. All you're thinking about, first off, everything's going right. All facets of the game are coming together. Team is playing exceptionally well right now. But your eyes on that double digits. There's very few teams that rattle off a double-digit win streak throughout the course of the year. They have that opportunity.
And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
And it's fouled away. And he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. Fastball called for strike 2. Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. 1-2-3 go the White Sox. Still down 3-0. Digging in now, Kevin Kiermaier. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
First pitch on its way. Hit in the air to right field. Garcia has a read on it. And that's the first out of the inning.
Okay, guys, here's how the Southsiders are lining up on D today. And let's take a look at catcher Wellington Castillo, putting the digits down, massaging this pitching staff through the game, and one of the above-average arms when guys try to steal on him.
Ronald Torre is the next to bat. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit hard to short. Played on the backhand. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning.
Batting ninth, first baseman, Mike Napoli.
Stepping up to the plate, Mike Napoli. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. First offering on its way. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Garcia has it in his tracks. And that ends the inning. Rays go in order 1-2-3. But they're on top by a count of 3-0. And now here's the cleanup hitter for the White Sox, Matt Davidson. The head-to-head numbers with Daniel Norris. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. No balls and 1 strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Norris has both great strikeout stuff and exceptional command on the mound to go with it. A rare combination, but one that makes him one of the best in our sport.
Matty V, you talked about it. He doesn't walk a whole lot of guys. Well, if you don't walk a lot of guys, that means you have to throw the ball in the strike zone. And when you do with great stuff like this guy has, he racks up the strikeouts. There aren't a lot of guys that get strikeouts by throwing the ball in the strike zone. This is one of the few that does it.
Here's the catcher, Wellington Castillo. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a slider on the inside for strike one.
Is that gun reading right there? Because that just registered at 91 miles an hour on a slider. If he's working that pitch, that's most guys' fastballs. It's going to be a long game.
So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Matthew Ross.
Hey, D-Row, this is a pitcher's best friend. Matthew Ross, very wide strike zone.
Yeah, no excuses from the offense today. You know coming in when you see the lineup card and Matt Ross is behind the dish, you better be aggressive.
He's really on a roll right now on the mound. Back-to-back strikeouts to wrap up the last inning, and now he started this frame with the same story. 4 straight strikeouts in all.
Trace Thompson digs in. Fly ball right down the line and left. Worth is under it. And he hauls it down in the corner. Down in order go the White Sox. They trail it here 3-0. So stepping in, Jason Worth, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one.
That last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
And Worth is going to reach. That's a base hit. So a leadoff single will be the start to their half of the 3rd.
Chalk up another multi-hit game for this guy. He is absolutely on fire. He's been on a nice hot streak as of late, and I don't see it ending anytime soon.
Into the box now, Jose Bautista. Oh, forget about this one. Baba Booey. Gone. So a 2-run shot to left center. Home run number 9 on the year. And the Rays have opened this up to 5-0. And we've seen 4 round trippers from these guys so far. Dan, D-Row, what do you make of all this?
Matty V, D-Row, I don't know what you think, but this is like crazy. 4th round game so far.
Yeah, you're watching this pitcher. He's just not executing on both sides. They're missing over the heart of the plate, not using the quadrants. In the hitters meeting, they focused on this stuff. They thought these guys could miss middle, and that's exactly what's happening.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. High in the air out to center field. Moving under it, Garcia. 1 away.
The batter, number 14, second baseman.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Starlin Castro. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Here's the first pitch to him. High in the air and deep to left center field. Garcia going back on it. Gone! It's a solo home run off the bat of Starlin Castro. 7 home runs for him on the year now. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
The right fielder, number
Into the box, Chris Davis.
Davis.
Now this one is blasted to left field, and there's no doubt about it. Back-to-back jacks. A solo shot here to left. Career homer number 149 as this lead swells to 7-0. Guys, you believe what we're seeing here today? With 6 home runs so far, this lineup is turning in a performance for the ages at the plate.
Yeah, Matty, you don't see this very often, D-Row, when it's cold and chilly like this. Wind blowing in a little bit, but we're still seeing a lot of home runs.
Yeah, Dan, I can't explain it. Let's just tip our hats to both offenses right now because they came to play. Moving traffic against this cold weather, not easy to do.
And this is hauled in just shy of the track out there for out number 2.
Now batting.
Stepping in, Kevin Kiermaier. He flew out in his last at-bat. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Back goes Garcia, and this one is gone. A home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Number 14 on the season as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
Well, it's obvious they didn't change their scouting report after yesterday's game. He had 2 bombs yesterday and another one today. Hey, this pace can't continue, but he's going to ride this wave as long as he can.
Here comes the White Sox skipper out toward the mound, and that's going to be all for James Shields. So he'll make his way to the dugout here as they'll turn things over to the bullpen from here on out. Gregory Infante is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the 3rd inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings.
Gregory Infante. Now batting. Shortstop.
Standing in now, Ronald Torreyes. He gets it hard on the ground to the left, and that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one. So with that, the top of the 3rd inning will continue at least one more batter.
Yeah, I don't know if I love the approach of pulling the trigger on that 0-0 pitch. I can't imagine that's exactly what he's looking for. The result works. Pitcher can't be too mad.
Here's Mike Napoli now. He grounds it sharply to 3rd. Throw to 2nd for the force out, and the side is retired. So they finally step aside here after clubbing the opposing pitching for 4 home runs en route to 5 total scores. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Rays 8 and the White Sox nothing. Next to bat will be the Cuban import Yoan Moncada. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home 3rd.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. Moncada has what you'd call elite speed. His legs are a big part of his game on both sides of the scorecard.
This is one tool, Matty, I know nothing about. I used to get to first base, hand my batting gloves to the first base coach, give daps to the first baseman and be like, yo, what's up? This guy gets on first base and he's thinking about 2nd and 3rd.
So it was a strikeout swinging. Yoan Moncada sent packing to begin the bottom of the inning.
Well, he certainly wasn't intimidated on the mound right there. He had to stare down a really good hitter, and instead of working around the zone, he challenged him with 3 straight good pitches. I like that he didn't give his opponent too much credit.
Next up is the sneaky pop of Nicky Delmonico, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. And he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. A ball and a strike. Left side. Backhanded. Throw on to Napoli takes care of him. 2 away now.
Batting 9th. Center fielder, Leury Garcia.
Ready now for the White Sox, Leury Garcia. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. First delivery to him on the way. Takes a knee-high fastball. And he fouls this one off. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the White Sox. Still 8-0. Here's Jason Worth. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame.
Yeah, Matty V, no one outside of Jason Worth has seen more pitches per plate appearance in the last 5 years in the National League. He likes to take them deep in the count.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. And he is into second with a double, his 3rd hit of the night.
That was a great job of driving that ball, extending his arms very well, was able to get it over the right fielder's head, one-hopping it off the wall for an easy double. That's one of those solid hits that you don't even feel coming off the bat.
In now, Jose Bautista. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. Gone. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left, his 2nd home run of the game, as they just continue to pour it on here. Here's the Panda now, Pablo Sandoval. Tried to hold back, but this is Papa. There is Abreu for the first out. There's a look at the final line for the White Sox starter. Not the night he or his club were hoping for. Here's Starlin Castro. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Garcia going back at the track. He leaves his feet, but it's off the wall. Castro takes the turn at third. He wants it all. He comes across to score as they extend their lead even further.
The fans are not happy, and I can't blame them. And inside the Parker on that hit, there's simply no excuse for that. And everyone in the ballpark knows it. We'll see if he can shake it off and get out of the top half of this inning.
Here's Chris Davis now. Yes, he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. And his confidence has to be in a really good place right now, having already launched 2 balls over the fence in this one.
This guy's having a pretty good week so far in one game. His last at bat, his 2nd home run of the game. We'll see if they'll pitch him a little bit more carefully in this AB.
And this is into the gap for his 3rd hit of the night, and it'll be good for extra bases. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
That's what happens when a slider doesn't do what you want it to do. That was just one of those cement mixers, kind of just spinning but doing nothing. Nice job of punishing that pitch and picking up 2 bags on 1 swing.
Into the box now, JT Realmuto.
And a first pitch swing. He hits a fly ball to left center.
Delmonico waits on it. And that's the 2nd out of the inning. Standing in, Kevin Kiermaier. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Pulled toward right center field. Garcia has a read on it. And that retires the side. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. It's the Rays 11 and the White Sox nothing. So here is Avisaíl Garcia back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Met. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
The 1-1. Hit high and deep out to left. Worth going back to the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
The batter, number 7, shortstop.
Stepping in, Tim Anderson. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Here comes the first pitch. Fouled away. The White Sox are still looking to break into the hit column here. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Got him on the good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the second time tonight.
Boy, this guy has really good stuff so far on this one. How about 7 Ks, and we're just in the middle innings of this one. If he continues this up, this could be a real solid performance.
Stepping up now, Jose Abreu. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. First pitch coming. Here it is. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss.
I know he got a swinging miss right there, but that was a hittable location to a really good hitter. I don't know if he gets those back if he continues to miss in those spots.
On its way, the 0-2 pitch. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Down in order go the White Sox. They trail in this one 11-0. Ronald Torreyes is the next to bat. He'll start off the 5th in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. Lifted in the air out to center field. Garcia coasts under it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Up next for Tampa Bay, first baseman, Mike Napoli.
Ready now, Mike Napoli. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. First offering on its way. Here's a shot to left field and deep. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. A solo home run for Mike Napoli. Home run number 15 for him thus far as this lead got even wider.
Now batting, left fielder, Jason Worth.
Here's Jason Worth as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. He's had a great game so far, and a triple would complete the cycle. To right field and absolutely hammered. Forget about making a play on that ball. It's way out of here. Back-to-back home runs. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His second of the game as the blowout continues.
In the job description of reliever, there's no mention of back-to-back homers. But there is a need for a short memory. We'll see if he can put those 2 bombs behind him.
The batter, the designated hitter, Jose.
Stepping in now, Jose Bautista, fouled off. 2 home runs already to his name in this one, and we'll see if he could possibly strike again.
Yeah, Matt, and that last at bat, that was a pretty good pitch.
He swings and crushes it. Oh my, there is no doubt about this one, and they've done it again. Back to back to back home runs. A solo home run that time off the bat of Jose Bautista. His 3rd home run of the ball game as they just continue to pour it on here.
Well, you have a great night in hockey. You score 3 goals, and that's a hat trick. But how about hitting 3 home runs in one night? That's the baseball equivalent of a hat trick, and that's awfully hard to do.
Standing in now, Pablo Sandoval. Into right field, that's a base hit.
I mean, there's no secret right now. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everybody wants up at the plate right now. They're feeling frisky. They're all pulling the trigger early, and it's working.
Into the box, Starlin Castro. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Garcia giving chase. 2 down. Now batting, Chris Davis. 2 home runs and a double to his credit thus far. Having quite the game. He's set and the pitch. Oh, and this ball is absolutely blasted. High and deep. And it's gone. So a 2-run shot to left center, giving him an even 150 as this lead got even wider.
Well, the ball's been flying all over the place this game, but most of the fireworks have come from him. That's his 3rd long ball. What a game.
Up next for Tampa Bay, catcher.
Into the box now, JT Realmuto. Here's another one that's drilled, this one to left. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate in scoring 5. Home half of the 5th coming up. The Rays are in front 16-0. So coming to the plate, Matt Davidson. He leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
Catcher, Wellington.
One away, and here's the catcher, Wellington Castillo. Here's the first pitch to him. Fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss.
His pitch count is in a really good place at this point in the game. He's pounding the zone and getting first pitch outs just like he did on the last guy. We might see him work deep into this game if he keeps this up.
1-2 to the White Sox catcher.
That's how you open up the outside part of the plate. Pound 2 balls in, and they get right back outside. Nice pitch.
Struck him out, and he becomes the 9th strikeout victim thus far. A look at our line score to this point, and I'm almost certainly jinxing things by pointing it out, but it's worth mentioning that 0 in the hit column through 2 outs here in the 5th. Trace Thompson digs in, and Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business. but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. Behind 0-2 now. Looking for his 10th strikeout. Here's the pitch. Popped high in the air. Napoli waits on it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. 15 straight he's retired to start the ball game. 5 innings complete. Tampa Bay leads this one 16-0. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Kevin Kiermaier. He'll start things out now in the top half of the 6th. First offering on its way. Popped him up. Moncada is there for it. 1 down.
Up next for Tampa Bay, shortstop.
At the plate, Ronald Torreyes. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch of the at-bat on its way, and it's fouled away. Oh and 1, here it comes. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Delmonico ranging back. He gets there, and that's the second out.
Now batting.
Striding in, Mike Napoli. It was a solo shot for him in his last at-bat. Now the pitch. There's a swing and a high pop-up. Castillo moving to his left. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Little resistance there as the Rays are down on 4 pitches, as it remains a 16-0 ball game. Next to bat will be the Cuban import, Yoan Moncada, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. If they want to get things going, how about trying to get some base runners on, or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Well, you know you've got it working on the mound when they're swinging right through it, even when you're putting it right down the middle of the strike zone. Not the greatest of game plans, though.
The next 0-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now, and I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
Next up is the sneaky pop of Nicky Delmonico. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And a good fastball there, but this just misses the zone for ball 1. 2 balls and no strikes to the White Sox left fielder.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty, but hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
The count now at 2-1. No runs, no hits, and no errors so far for the White Sox. And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game.
Well, you can tell by their approach that they're going to go up there and try to be aggressive off this guy, but he's taking full advantage of that. He's pounding the zone with strikes, and right now we're seeing a lot of swings and misses and a lot of strikeouts and no walks either.
In now, Leury Garcia, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. And he watches one split the middle here, 1-1. 1-1. Here's a swing and a ground ball, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And he struck him out. So it might be time to begin the countdown, as he's now gone through 6 innings without allowing a base hit. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. The show is back on the south side after this. Back here on the south side of Chicago. This one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. Juan Minaya enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. So Tampa's batting order turns over and set to go. Jason Worth. He went deep last time up.
Yeah, man, this guy flexed his muscles in that last at-bat. We heard that he has good power. That last bomb had to go well over 400 feet. He hit it a long way.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Delmonico waits on it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Jose Bautista will stride in again as he looks to join a very elite list. We take you back to earlier. This was home run number 3 in the ball game as he'll try and join just a select few with 4 home runs in a single game. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a bouncing ball, foul. Comes set with the 0-1. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. But that'll hit off the wall in left center. And he'll pull into second with his 4th hit of the ball game.
Any hitter will tell you that a shot like that just feels different. It sounds different off the bat. See his arms get extended, right arm tucked up against his body, barrel the bat all over the ball, and he smokes it right off the wall at left center. A little more hang time, and that one probably gets out of here.
Here's the Panda now, Pablo Sandoval, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ball game. Here's the pitch. Hit sharply on the ground. Moncada gloves it. Throw on to first is in time to get Sandoval, and there are 2 gone now.
The batter, number 14.
Ready for another chance. Starlin Castro. 2 home runs already to his name in this one, and we'll see if he could possibly strike again. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swung on, and this ball is absolutely crushed. Forget about it. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. So a 2-run shot to left center, his 3rd home run of the ball game as the blowout continues.
Well, there's an old saying that the harder you throw, the farther it goes. How about this? Good fastball, and this ball is absolutely tattooed. See you later.
Up next for Tampa Bay, right fielder, Chris Davis.
Here's Chris Davis now. Oh, there it goes. In the air to left center, and you can forget about this one. Back-to-back home runs. So a solo shot here to left center field, his 4th in the ball game as they just continue to pour it on here.
Well, there are good days, and then there are great days. When you hit 4 home runs in a game, I think you can say that's a great game. This has been incredible to watch.
Now batting, catcher, JT Realmuto.
Standing in now, JT Realmuto. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone.
But it bends just foul into the second deck.
3 runs already home here. High and deep to right center. Garcia is after it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. Stretch time here on the south side of Chicago. The Rays lead it 19-0. So here is Avisail Garcia. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count. One of the keys to pitching late in the game's first pitch strikes, and this guy's rolling along. So far, over 70% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
Now there's your textbook waste pitch right there. Try and get the eye level up. Let's see if he comes back with another fastball elevated or drops a hammer off.
And he strikes him out here. So that's out number 1 here in the 7th as he continues to keep him out of the hit column.
I'll tell you right now, this guy has a shutout going, and it's been all business. He's not messing around trying to pick at corners. He's being aggressive in the zone, and he's attacking each and every one of these hitters up to this point.
Pitch on the way. High pop up. Napoli is under it, and he brings it in for the 2nd out of the inning.
The first baseman, number 79.
So here's the slugging first baseman Jose Abreu now. He was sent packing on strikes in his last trip. And here's a pitch inside, and that got him.
And I'm sure that one stings a little bit. The best revenge he can get for his pain is to find a way to come around to score. We'll see if his guys can move him around the bases.
Up next for Chicago, Matt Davidson. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Called strike at the letters, 0-1.
Especially after drilling the last guy up at the plate. That's just a great job to get your mechanics back under you and establish yourself back in the strike zone.
The 0-2 home, and he struck him out to retire the side, so he's through 7 complete, still working on a masterpiece. A man left for the White Sox, and as you can see, they are way behind. Striding into the box, Kevin Kiermaier. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day.
Kevin Kiermaier.
First pitch on its way. On a line, that's a base hit.
I'm shocked this pitcher keeps trying to attack the zone with them being so aggressive early in the count. You wonder if he wouldn't be served a little better, just kind of nibbling for a little bit early and then pounding the zone late.
Ronald Torreyes the next to bat.
As he connects on the first pitch with a fly ball to center.
Garcia has it in his tracks. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Here's Mike Napoli now. He went deep back in the 5th.
Mike Napoli.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. No balls and a strike to count.
This is the situation where there's a lot of pressure on the infielders if the ball's put in play on the ground. Both the guy at first and at the plate are burners, so a double play is going to be tough. Even getting 1 out could be a challenge.
Behind 0-2 now. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Another one sent foul. Ready with another 0-2. Here's a high pop-up. Moncada is there. 2 down.
Now batting.
Here's Jason Worth. Great game for him so far. 4 hits, including a couple of home runs. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Gone! It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. His 3rd home run of the ball game as this lead got even wider.
Wow, he really hit that ball well. Put a great swing on it with great extension, and it sailed right out of here.
Now batting, designated hitter, Jose Bautista.
Stepping in now, Jose Bautista, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. And he's looking to do something only a handful of players have ever done. Hit 4 home runs in a single game. Now this one is blasted to left field, and there's no doubt about it. Back-to-back jacks. A solo shot here to left, his 4th in the ball game as the blowout continues.
I'll tell you, the guy on the bump is wishing there was a mercy rule in professional baseball right about now. Hey, but there's no such luck. He's just got to own those back-to-back homers and the rest of it until he gets off the hook, which might be very soon.
Danny Farquhar comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
Farquhar.
Into the box now, Pablo Sandoval, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. As we head toward a conclusion in this one, I think it's fair to say that it's going to be a long time before you see a team perform like this again at the plate.
Yeah, the ability of this lineup to hit that many home runs, I mean, strewn throughout it screams to the modern day of baseball. The 3 true outcomes. These guys aren't worried about hitting singles. They're trying to stop traffic over that fence.
D-Roy, it can't be better said. I think the day and age right now for pitchers is you have to approach just about every pitch like it's a 2-strike pitch. No get-me-over curveballs, no get-me-over changeups. Every pitch has to be thrown with a purpose.
Sandoval is off at first with 2 away. Hit hard on the ground to third. And a diving effort there, but will come up empty. It's a base hit.
Boy, D-Roll, when you're starting to swing it like this team is, doesn't matter. They bring in a new relief pitcher, right? And he gets greeted with back-to-back base hits.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you want to do. In today's day and age of bullpen down your throat, you very rarely see back-to-back knocks when these guys are throwing smoke.
That's one of the keys, too. When you come in facing guys out of the bullpen, they're being taught to throw strikes early, and they're taking advantage of it. He's throwing strikes, and they're jumping all over him.
Here's the first pitch to him. Oh, and he leaves the fastball up there. Mistaken location. He is going to pay for it dearly as that ball is sent over the wall. A home run. So a 3-run blast to deep center here. His 5th in this game as they just continue to pour it on here.
That's it. I'm out of here. 5 home runs in 1 game. That's insane. A couple of things I know for sure. He needs to buy a lottery ticket on the way home from the ballpark and keep his phone on at all times. Cooperstown should be calling.
Now batting, catcher, Realmuto.
Into the box, JT Realmuto. This is line to left. Delmonico's there to put it away and finally put an end to the inning. But they get the long ball working here as they club 3 home runs in the inning on their way to putting up a 6th spot. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The Rays are out in front 25-0. Here's the catcher, Wellington Castillo. We're in the 8th now and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect. But getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
And this ball hits the first base bag. Base hit, and the no-hitter comes to an end here in inning number 8. And the White Sox get something going here. It's a leadoff double. So he makes it through 7 innings, but they finally get to him for their first hit of the ball game here in inning number 8.
Yeah, Matty V, and that just goes to show you how hard it is to pitch a no-no. Gets through 21 consecutive outs without getting up a hit, D-Roll, but that wasn't the case here to start off the 8th.
Yeah, so much has to go into it. You need to be a little lucky, and you need to be a little good right there. Flip the script on the offensive standpoint. They've stayed with their approach, haven't come out of it, and hopefully this gets them jump-started. Man, I know exactly what this guy's feeling at the plate. Here we go again. Every time you're struggling, you look up, and it says 0-2.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Trace Thompson is dealt with for the first out in the bottom of the inning. Next to bat will be the Cuban import, Yoan Moncada. Standing in from the right side as he takes strike 1. Fly ball right down the line in left. Worth is under it. And he hauls it down in the corner. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now. Next up is the sneaky pop of Nicky Delmonico. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. First pitch coming. Here it is. A high fastball is in there. Casilla stands at second with 2 gone. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now.
Let's see if he continues to climb that ladder, or does he try and get it?
Threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. White Sox leave 1, and they remain well behind. Welcome back to Major League Baseball on the show. Great to have you with us from Chicago as the 9th is set to get underway. Standing in, Kevin Kiermaier.
Tampa Bay, center fielder, Kevin Kiermaier.
And now pitch on the way. Bounce towards the second baseman. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Now batting, shortstop.
Digging in, Ronald Torreyes. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Here's the first pitch to him. Swung on and hammered. No doubt about this one. Watch it fly. Gone! A solo shot here to left. First home run of the campaign for him as this lead got even wider.
Yeah, everyone in the stadium, including the guy in the mound, knew it was just a matter of time until this guy cranked one out of here. Any more are sure to follow.
Now batting, the first baseman, Mike Napoli.
In now, Mike Napoli.
As he swings and grounds it toward the hole.
On to first, and there were 2 down.
Now batting, left fielder, Jason Worth.
Coming to the plate now, Jason Worth. And he's coming off a 2-run homer his last time around.
Talk about having a game of a lifetime. In his last at-bat, he hit his 3rd home run of the game. You know, walking up to the plate right now, he's thinking about hitting number 4.
That ball's headed for the gap in left center. He's got a base hit, possibly more. Throw into second. And that is where the wheels pay off as he's able to make it into second with a hustle double.
He wasn't letting that one go. Jumped on the first pitch right there and drove it into the outfield for a base hit.
Stepping in now, Jose Bautista. Popped high in the air. Abreu is there, and they go down in a hurry here as his side is quickly retired. Rays will settle for just the one. We'll head now to the bottom of the ninth. Tampa Bay leads this one 26-0. Into the box now, Leury Garcia starting things for his side in the ninth as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. But these guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Behind 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball one.
Boy, it's hard to sit on an 0-2 fastball. I think that pitch just locked him up a bit. But lucky for him, it was just a little out of the zone.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch out. Leury Garcia is dealt with for the first out in the bottom of the inning. And here's a fastball called for strike one. And he misses with it, 1-1. Here comes the pitch for Garcia. Looks at a changeup on the inside corner for a strike. And there's one he'd like to have over again. Missed high with the slider. Struck him out. 18 strikeouts for him now.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
And that'll bring up the shortstop, Tim Anderson. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the ninth as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
And he'll make the catch to end it, and the Rays will add one more to their winning streak as this ball game is over.
Hey, not many pitchers can brag about throwing a one-hit complete game, so hats off for him. But as a pitcher, I know he's going to wonder, like, what might have been. So close to a no-hitter, but it wasn't meant to be. That's baseball for you.
26-0 the final tonight. Tampa Bay posted a 3-run first to propel them to the win. Daniel Norris takes the win on the mound, his second of the year, and recorded 18 strikeouts along the way. James Shields was slapped with 8 earned runs as he takes the loss. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more, click over to theshownation.com.
Welcome, everyone. Let's jump right in and revisit the news and events from Monday. Looking first at the American League East, Chris Davis had an outstanding day at the plate with 8 runs batted in, helping the Rays over the White Sox 26-0. They stayed hot with their 10th in a row. The Baltimore Orioles allowed only 5 hits in the game as they took down the visiting Blue Jays 3-1. The Indians defeated the visiting Tigers 4-1. The Kansas City Royals pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they took down the visiting Mariners 1-0. The Minnesota Twins combined for 10 hits as a team as they got the home victory against the Astros 5-1. The Angels grabbed the win over the Rangers in Arlington 3-1. Wilson Ramos swung the bat well with 3 hits, leading Miami past the Mets 4-3. The Braves left fielder, number 13, was fantastic at the plate, collecting 5 hits, leading the Braves to a victory over the Nationals 6-5. The Cincinnati Reds allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they got the best of the Phillies in Citizens Bank Park 6-2. The Chicago Cubs held their opponent to just 2 hits as they plundered the Pirates 8-1. The Milwaukee Brewers knocked out 12 hits as a team as they beat the Cardinals on the road 8-4. The San Diego Padres took care of the Rocks in Colorado 6-4. The Diamondbacks got the win over the Giants in San Francisco 2-1. As always, thanks for tuning in. That's all we've got this morning. Enjoy the games later today, and we'll see you tomorrow.